Hello there, Bick Benedict here. We're playing Gears of War 4 on the Series X, and this is my insane difficulty guide and walkthrough. We're currently on Act 1-2. It is entitled In and Out. So, from the title, it seems like this would be a pretty straightforward occurrence as we try to steal the fabricator out of this factory, but it's nothing but straightforward. And indeed, it's got some really difficult fights that are difficult only because they're awkward. So I'm going to be fast forwarding this a little bit as we descend here. Now, you're going to be faced with three different scenarios once you get the fabricator. You're going to be beset upon by trackers. That's wave one. And admittedly, the game gives you a nice checkpoint in between all of these. And then wave two is DBs. And then the final wave is more DBs, but they're on a lower platform than you are. And you might think that them being on a lower platform and thus you being on a higher platform gives you an advantage. It really doesn't, because they can sideline you so easily and hide behind so many pieces of machinery that I personally had a problem with this chapter. I didn't care for it whatsoever. I died a few times. I remember when I was just perusing this game, seeing what it was like on Insane, and I just got really frustrated with it. But always, always, always buy the shot grenades. I'm not going to buy anything but the shot grenades. So on these trackers, what you want to do is you want to go to the panels and prevent them from coming into this circular rotunda that we're on. I'm not sure if rotunda is a proper word, but you know what I mean, this circular platform in the middle. So you can stave them off, and sometimes they will fall into the abyss if you time it right. Now, when you're doing this, you're not going to be killing that many of them, but I don't think that you have to kill that many of them. I think it's just keeping them off the lift, as JD says. Just keep them off the lift. So you need to go keep your head on a swivel, and anytime there is a gap where they could come through, make sure you seal it up, and be on your mark all the time. Because what happens is that bridge will collapse and these guys will fall into the abyss. Now sometimes things get crazy and they'll get through. So you just need to make sure that, since this is such a small platform, that see how that one dropped down, he's gone for good. You need to make sure that you're completely aware of your surroundings and ready to kick at any moment. And always remember that the electric field from their explosion can actually kill you almost instantly. I would actually say instantly. I wasn't even aware of him. We've got a couple more over here. Retro Lancer works pretty good. Kate's down. Fucking Kate. That should do it. So let's give her a revive. And now we have, I would definitely say it's a harder encounter. So we already have 4 shot grenades apparently. So what's going to happen is DBs are going to be coming out of certain doorways. I think it's always the same. It's not random. But you need to make sure that, again, your head is on an absolute swivel, and make sure that you're preempting their entrance right over here. Preempt their entrance by throwing it just a little bit ahead of them so that they can be walking into it. I didn't do a very good job there, although I did kill them, but I still could have done a lot better. And these shot grenades are extremely cheap, and you get 4 each time. So you need to go to the next one, find the next door, look for gunfire. Yeah, that door that I was looking at just a moment ago, that was the door they come out of. So if they do come out of the door and you don't kill them in time, they'll find cover and they'll circumvent this whole area and try to do their best to flank you. I'm telling you, it's quite hard. It's frustrating on Insane. It really is. So that's really when you've got to put your foot down with the Retrolancer, because I don't think this is quite over by far. Here we go. See, we had another spawn. What happens is 2 come through the door, and then 2 more come behind them. So you really need to be ready for that door to open, and even readier to throw the grenade before it opens. Here we go. I was ready that time, at least, but I threw the grenade too late. So we should have some more guys coming on their heels. Do we or not? I can't tell if that was the same room because the room is circular and it's hard to tell. But just look for red flashing light and look for any doors that have some lights on them, because that's probably where they're going to be coming through. And you don't have to stay on this platform if you don't want to. It's just up to you how you want to do it. I do feel that spawn killing them with the shock grenades is a viable option, because the shock grenades are so plentiful and they're so cheap to buy with the points you're given. Okay, so now we've defended the lift. I'm still getting shot at by some son of a fucking bitch down there. And then this will be the final checkpoint where we have a higher position, but not necessarily a better advantage. So here we go. See, our lift is raising, and you need to be finding these guys and throwing shock grenades down there. If you think that that's too vulnerable for what you want to risk, don't use the shock grenades, because you do have to commit to a long throw. So perhaps it would be better as an alternative, if you don't want to do this, get a Marxa or get a Retrolancer. I'm not sure if you can buy a Retrolancer in the Fabricator on this one, but I know you can buy a Marxa. And just eke around corners, pop out of cover when necessary, and just play it safe. Because these DBs, they go down pretty fast, especially with a headshot from the Marxa. They go down real fast. But it's not quite over yet. We've got some people, like I said, they hide all over the place. It's hard to find them. And I'm almost dead here. But fortunately, I think this guy's almost dead too. There we go. He's dead. Kate's not too much of a bother here. She holds her own. And then anytime you do see the Fabricator close, that means that everything's over. So let's see if it closes. We already saw the objective get the slash through it. Now the Fabricator is closed, indicating that all of the battles are over that were required for us to do. And now we just have to take the Fabricator back to the lift, by which we descended at the beginning of the video to get into this area. So it was a success. I hope it was a success for you. I had many non-successes, to be absolutely sure, and I will see you in the next chapter of Act 1. Please take care.